Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Vikings and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Cousins. Pass complete to Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 2nd down and a yard. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd up, Yanni. Crowd up, Yanni. Hey.
Throwing is Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
73. 73.
Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has better than others, where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a pretty play for Madison. It seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce. And Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
63, 63. Hey, 73. Hey. Out, out, out.
Delay of game, offense.
Oh, we gotta do our job, man.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, Everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Hey! 73! 73!
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey. Alpha. Hey, Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, Cousins going underneath. He's got Hockenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Cousins now. This is Alexander Mattison out of the backfield with it. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
73. Crowd left Yeti.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
Crowd left Yeti.
It's 3rd and 7.
Michael Hornet. Crowd left Yeti. Pass. No touch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down, Cousins. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So a touch. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
73.
Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Out. Hey, Silver. Round up, Yanni. Go Silver, ready? Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cousins now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it.
Can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On second down, Swift. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Madison. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins.
Completes this to Addison out left.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 55-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Cousins on 1st down.
He gets it to Addison.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's got Smith here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. This is Swift on the counter.
And that's a touchdown as they break our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 21-14. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Cousins to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra round
possession time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Great, set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.